Hi Skylarks! I'm going to take you through a nice physical warm-up so that we can get ready to do some singing. As I always say, remember to just check in with yourself and see how you're feeling in your body today. And remember that everything that I ask you to do is an invitation only. You can do your own versions of things, you can miss things out, but just do what feels comfortable for you and your body today. So let's make sure we're sitting on a nice solid chair that's not going to rock at all. Make sure you've got both feet firmly planted on the floor in front of you and that you are sitting in a nice upright position. Fantastic. I'm going to ask you first of all to bring your arms out in front of you and then to turn your palms up so they're facing the sky. We're going to bring our fingers in and clench fists together. Fantastic. And then bend at the elbows so that our fists are touching our shoulders. Then straighten out again. Open the fingers out and clench again. Bend at the elbow so you're touching your shoulders and straighten out again. Spread the fingers out and one more time. Clench, bend, touch your shoulders and out in front of you, fingers spread. Brilliant. Then let's clap our hands together, clasp our fingers, and we're going to do some nice wrist twists. So moving those wrists round and round in all directions to get some motion in there. Brilliant. And then bring your fists in front of your heart space here, in front of your chest, and poke your elbows out to the side. In a second, I'm going to ask you to press your hands together, really squeeze them together so we get a nice tight feeling across the chest. After 3, 1, 2, 3, squeeze. Brilliant, squeeze. Keep it going and relax. We're going to repeat that again. After 3, 1, 2, 3, squeeze. So really, really squeeze those hands together and relax. And one more time. Squeeze. Brilliant. And let's shake our hands out. Great. And now we're going to just create some heat in our hands by rubbing them together. I'm going to send the heat up one arm, doesn't matter which one it is, by just using one hand to rub the surface of that arm all the way up to the shoulder. When you get to the shoulder, give yourself a squeeze. Brilliant. And then brush down the arm, and twice brush down the arm, and 3 times. Start again. Build up some heat in your hands and then go up the other arm. So see if you can cover all the space, all the skin, all the way up to your shoulder. Brilliant. When you get to your shoulder, give it a squeeze and brush down the arm. And twice, and one more brush. Fantastic. Let's take that heat into our thighs. So give your thigh muscles a nice firm rub round the sides and down to your knees. Give them a squeeze. You can either stop here, or if you're feeling balanced today, you can keep going down the legs, rubbing into your calf muscles, down your shins, into your feet. Brilliant. And then we're going to slowly, slowly uncurl. So starting with the base of the spine, make sure your head comes up last, just uncurling, uncurling. Fantastic. Give yourself a bit of a wiggle. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in and lift our shoulders up to our ears. And let them down with a sigh. One more time. Breathing in. And once more. Excellent. Let's try looking over one shoulder, so turning your head very gently, just looking slightly behind you. Bring the head back to the front. And looking over the other shoulder, looking slightly behind you and bring it back to the front. Do one more of those on each side. Bring it back to the front, looking over the other side, bring it back to the front. Brilliant. We're going to just do a little bit of a twist now. So bringing your arms up to your sides, just imagine you're in the 60s and just going to twist, maybe lean over to one side, lean over to the other side, just stay in the middle, getting a little bit of movement into your body. Brilliant. Okay, so the last thing to do is, if you've got enough space to spread your arms out to the side, remember that the best way to get that lovely open feeling in your chest ready to sing is by arms out to the side and then turning your palms up to the ceiling. Feel that chest opening up and then bringing your hands back down in front of you and keeping that lovely tall posture. So our bodies are now warmed up, let's just move to the face. So now let's just warm up some of our facial muscles. Let's start with a nice massage, starting at the bottom of the face, moving upwards into the cheeks, really get all those muscles moving, up to the cheekbones, into the temples, across your forehead, anywhere else that you feel you're carrying a little bit of tension today. And let's arrive at the edge of the jawbone here. And let's just relax and drop the jaw. And close and relax again. And close, and one more of those. Brilliant. And we have some brilliant faces that we like to use here. We've got 3 different expressions, starting with surprise, moving to squash, and then my favourite, spaghetti. Surprise, squash, spaghetti. Surprise, squash, spaghetti. Fantastic. So let's explore our vocal ladder now with a few more exercises. We will start here in our chest voice. So let's just take a nice deep breath in and let it out to a low hum on any note at all. Brilliant. You should be able to feel those bones resonating in your chest. Let's just try one more time. Any note at all. And let's use that chest voice to greet each other this afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you? I'm fine. Marvelous. Remarkable. Amazing. Super duper. Tip top. Cat's pajamas. Groovy, baby. Darling. And don't forget to use the eyebrows on the darling. Let's do that one again. Darling. Fantastic. So we're going to move up and use our face as a resonator with my favourite exercise, taken from Singing in the Rain. Repeat after me. I can't stand him. 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 I can't Brilliant. And let's just get that face working again with some lovely whiny noises when you're trying to get your teenager out of bed in the morning. And that's all they can hear. A little bit more. And a final. Brilliant. And moving up our vocal ladder into our head. Fingers on the top of the head. I just want you to feel as if you're going to have a bit of a yawn now. Let everything relax and do a nice high sound like this. And again. And this time see if you can take it from the top all the way down. So taking a nice really deep breath. Lovely, let's do that again with the other hand this time. Take a nice deep breath. Starting that yawn. Let's do one more on each side just because we can. Here we go. Taking a nice deep breath. And last one, here we go. A few more exercises now for the breathing and for the diaphragm. So what I want you to do is make sure you're sitting up nice and straight on your chair again. And we're going to imagine that we're holding a ball in front of us. And we're going to take a nice deep breath in and fill that ball with air. And then let the air out by squashing it. And in again. Lovely, breathing in again. Excellent. Let's take a nice deep breath as if we're filling up that football one more time. And this time we're going to let the air out to a shh, as long as you can. Here we go. Shh. Excellent. Just when you think that you've got no more air left, see if you can just squeeze a little bit further. So we're going to do a similar one this time, but this time we're going to let the air out to a tss sound. So breathing in and out to a tss. So when you're doing it, see if you can really engage those muscles, get that last little bit of air out. And we're going to finish our breathing warm-ups with our very own exercise, commonly known as the parlour laugh. Imagine you are standing in your lovely drawing room by the mantelpiece after dinner and somebody has said something hilariously funny. Ha 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 ha.